What's up, everyone? It's Holly and I'm back with another video. I just want to say welcome to all of the new subscribers and a huge thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for a while and you keep coming back to watch the videos. Y'all are the best. Really quick, I want to talk about like a YouTube tip that I've been meaning to mention in my videos for a while and I keep forgetting. But if you go to the three dots that are in the top right-hand corner of your screen, I'm not sure which side it's on based on my angle, but if you go to those dots and select playback speed, you can actually speed a video up. So if the video is a little slower than you'd like, or if the people you're watching speak very slowly, you can speed it up and you can watch a 20-minute video in 15 minutes. So just wanted to let you know about that. And also, we have some construction going on outside of my house. Hopefully we're in like the last month of it, but right now out there's a lot of banging going on, and it also sounds like they've hired a mariachi band to play as well. So you might hear some music in the background, but that is not me playing it. It's just the construction workers enjoying themselves while they work, and more power to them. That's fantastic. So today, as you can see, we're going to do another eyeshadow video, and I've got a new palette to try out. I got this palette through Ipsy, but it did not come in my bag or in my Glam Plus box or whatever. Ipsy does this little thing where you can add on items every month if you wish, and they just feature the items and you can get them at a discounted rate. And I got this palette for $12. And the reason I snagged it is because I've been wanting to try this brand. So I was like, this is a good opportunity to get a good deal on this palette because it is a higher end brand. And check it out and see what all the fuss might be about. And I'm gonna find out for you if you haven't tried it, and then you can decide what you want to do as far as that's concerned. So today we're going to talk about the Huda Beauty Smokey Obsessions palette. It's a little mini palette, but it is, I'll open it up and show you. But Huda Katan, I believe is her last name. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but she, if you follow her on Instagram, you already know she is fabulous, like unbelievably fabulous. Her Instagram is just so entertaining to me. And so I've always wanted to try her products and just haven't gotten around to it yet. Like I said, it is a higher end price point. And so I've been like, I kind of like a lot of other things that are down in this price point a little, you know, just fine. So do I need to really pay more money for this? But again, the Ipsy add-on was a great opportunity for me to give this a go. So it comes with this little plastic slide-on thing, and you just slide that off. And it is the Smokey Obsession, so we're going to have more of like a smoky eye look going on today. It does have a mirror, and then it is a 9-shade palette. And it's got some shimmers, got some mattes, but it's so you can achieve a smoky eye look. Now, I don't do a smoky eye too often, so we're going to just give it a go, see how it works. But it does have the little plastic coating here on the mirror. And I'm just going to peel that off, and we'll check it out. Now, I'm not sure how much these little 9-pan palettes are. I should have looked that up before I started filming, but I just forgot all about it. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to share with you the techniques that I'm doing and see what we think about this palette. By the way, I have been loving that ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. Like I reviewed it a few videos ago. This has been my go-to pretty much every day. It is stunning. The shadows are so blendable. The price is right. I think this was like 22 bucks or something. Fantastic. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, go check it out and see what you think, but this is still available and it's very good. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go in with a fluffy, larger blending brush, and we're going to go into this transition shade. Now, one thing that I will say about the, I don't know, the plan of this palette, I don't know exactly what you'd say, is it's nice that it does come with that transition shade that's here in the middle. And then you have lighter browns, darker browns to deepen it up. You even have a black since it is a smoky eye palette. And then you have different shades of shimmer. So if you want to do a smoky eye with a pop of pink, you can. A smoky eye with a pop of shimmery silver, you can do that as well. So I think it's kind of cool. It even has gold. So you can go silver up here or gold down here. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that transition shade. Just swirl the brush around, tap off any excess, and go ahead and get started on the larger outer V, which you all hear me refer to a lot. You'll see where I'm going to put it. And we're going in with circular, very light motions, because since I haven't used this eyeshadow formula before, I don't know if it's going to pack a ton of pigment or if it's going to be light. And this looks like it's just one you kind of have to build up. So I'm still going in here, dipped right back into that same pan. And we're starting here on the outside. And then we're working it in at the top and working it in down here to the bottom, creating like a sideways V. So I'm still doing that same exact thing, just trying to build up a good little transition shade. If you haven't watched some of my videos before where I've talked about the purpose of the transition shade, that is to give something for the additional colors that you're going to put down, something for it to blend into. Because if you're just starting with a clean lid, you don't really have something to blend those darker or more pigmented colors into. So I've got that down. That's about all I'm going to do on it. Now I'm just going to take the same brush. I'm not going to re-dip it in. And I'm just going to kind of pull that over whatever little bit of product that it picks up going toward the center. There you go. All right, I'm going to do this to the other side off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got the transition down on both sides, and now I'm going to go in with a slightly more dense blending brush. This is a little bit smaller than the other one. And, oh gosh, I'm having trouble deciding. I don't think I want to go for a full black smoky eye. I think I'm going to go in with this really, really deep brown shade here. Because where I'm like a lighter haired person, yes, I color it, but sometimes those black eye looks can just look like a little too much on me, especially with my brown eyes. So I think if I go, that's the shade that's in between, like a brown and a black, that's going to be my best bet. And I am really tapping off the excess here because I don't want to go in too heavy-handed. I'd rather get a little bit on now and then build up to my desired pigmentation. So I'm going to very lightly, I'm holding this with like basically 2 fingers, going to go into that inner outer V. So the same place you just went, just in a smaller area, like you just made the V smaller. And I'm going to lightly put that on. That really is a nice smoky color. I have no idea what these shade names are, just so you know. I don't usually pay attention to shade names. If I like the color, I'm going to use it. Doesn't matter what the name of it is. So we're really lightly just blending in circular motions here. I don't find that these are super pigmented, honestly. But they're blending out nicely, so that's a good thing. Okay. So now I'm going to just kind of take this brush and wipe it on my arm or hand here a little bit, just to make sure I'm getting most of that pigment off, because I'm going to slightly pull this out to blend it in with that light brown transition shade that we used. I got to go in with a little bit more, but it is looking smoky, so that's a plus. Oh, and I'm trying a new primer today. So I'll let you know how that's working out. So far, so good. It's a drugstore primer. It's definitely affordable. Um, so if it works as well as my Benefit the Professional, I will be making a change and saving some money, which is cool for me. Okay, so I think that that's pretty good. I'm not really loving the way that these two shades are blending together. It's like not, I don't know if you can see, kind of right here. It's not creating like a nice clean blend and transition out, even though you see that I've blended it a lot. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do under the eye. I've told you all I haven't been doing under the eye much, but since we're going for a smoky eye, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I'll do everything I just did off camera and come back and we'll do our lid shade. So I think I'm going to go in just with that exact same shade here. And this time I have like an angled brush. And I like this for under the eye because it helps me to have more control over where I'm placing the product. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just starting here in the outer edge. We've got some major fallout going on. I don't know if you all can see that, but the shadows I've been using lately really don't have much fallout at all. I've been kind of spoiled, so I did not put down any powder. All right, this is going to be risky here. Trying to just whisk it away without messing up all my makeup underneath. Okay, so that worked. Positive, positive. Oh, wrong brush. Okay, so now I've got it under there, and now I'm going to just turn this brush to the side and just very lightly kind of try to just smudge it out. Okay, so far so good. It'll all come together in the end. I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but don't fret. It's going to come together. So I'm going to do this other side off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got that done on both eyes. Oh, man, it's just been so long since I've done like a smoky eye, but I'm actually really liking the way that this is looking so far. These are not the easiest shadows to blend that I have ever tried, but they get the job done. It just takes a little bit of extra work. Okay, so now what shade do I want to go in for the shimmer? Let's just swatch a few really quickly. I want to swatch this that kind of looks like a silvery glitter. And this is actually very nice and it's soft. Let me just show you the swatch on it. I mean, that is beautiful. Isn't that nice? Kind of goes with the shirt I'm wearing. Let's swatch some of these others. But this one is more like a soft, chunkier formula, okay? The silver. This one, I'm doing this one here in the top corner. It's kind of a similar formula. Let's try the gold. Ooh, that's pretty too. And then this one is more of a light pink there at the bottom. Those are the four, well, there's one more shimmer. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Why not? This one is a much deeper, the top shade. It's kind of like more like a satin finish than a shimmer finish because it doesn't have the exact same consistency of these others. Let me wipe these fingers off before I make a mess. But these are really pretty. So now I'm trying to decide what color do I want to put all over the lid. I'm drawn to the pinks because y'all know me, but is that really a true smoky eye? Decisions. I think I want to do the gold. Doesn't go with what I'm wearing. But I probably won't even wear this all day. So I'm just going to go in with my finger that has like shimmer all over it right now. And then pack it on the lid. So I'm just barely tapping it in here. Then I'm going to just tap, 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 tap over the lid. And once again, it is to be noted, I'm having serious fallout all over my cheeks. But if the shadows work really well, I normally, when I'm getting ready, do not put on all my face makeup completely before I do my eye look. I just partially do it, leave some baking powder underneath, so then if I do have fallout, it's okay. I think I'm automatically already regretting this decision to do the gold. So maybe I'll do just a little pop of this pink down here at the bottom in the center of it. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with that more densely packed brush again because we want to meld the outer V and the lid color together so they more seamlessly transition. So right back into that darker color I go. And I'm just going to tap, tap. So see how it's kind of, you can tell where it stops and begins, but it's more of a seamless transition into it. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Then I'm going to pop on some lashes and mascara, then lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is the final look. What I did was I did not put any eyeliner on my upper eyelid, and I just went in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Pot eyeliner and just lined my waterline here at the bottom. And then I put some eyelashes on, and I used my Ofra highlighter. There's like a goldish colored one that I thought really went really well with this gold look, and some of that Ofra highlighter in the inner corner. And then I muted down my lipstick from the pink that it was to more of just like a nude because I felt like the pink wasn't really going with the eye look. Overall, I'm happy with the way that this turned out. I think the gold is nice with my brown eyes. It kind of changes the color of them a little bit. This is a great evening look. I don't see myself like wearing this in the daytime. It's a little dark and intense for what I like to go for. I usually go for more softer browns and not like a gold on my lid, more of like maybe a shimmery pink or peach or something like that. But here's what I think. And I'm going to show you this because I think you need to kind of see it to get an idea. It is a little bit of a mess to work with. I did not put any highlighter right here, but it looks a little shimmery, and that's because this gold, even though I was just patting it on with my finger, the fallout was still very much there. So I would recommend maybe doing your eyes first if you're using this eyeshadow palette or any of these small ones like this. The larger palettes may be a slightly different formula. I don't know because I haven't used them before, but just use with caution. And I want to show you this because here I've got a baby wipe. And let's just see how, if we just try to wipe it off, how it goes. And that's what I kind of thought would happen. Okay, so even though the lines kind of went away, I still have a whole lot of shimmer on my hand. So that's what I'm kind of trying to say. Proceed with caution with this if you do your face makeup first, because you're going to look really glowy and shimmery under here. I've mostly gotten all of it off now, but if you've done your face makeup first, you don't want to have to go in with a wipe and then ruin all of it. So that's just why I kind of showed you that. But overall, it was pretty easy to work with. I do like this look. No, let me take this back. I like the look. I don't know that it was the most easy eyeshadow palette to work with. but it also wasn't difficult. I mean, this ColourPop Sweet Talk one, it glides on just like a dream. You can be extremely inexperienced in blending eyeshadows and have an easy time of working with this. This one, it just takes a little more effort. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. So, you know, just giving you the facts based on my experience. I do like it a lot, though. I like that you were able to build up the pigment instead of having to be so very careful, especially because you're working with dark shades in a smoky palette, that, you know, not to just leave yourself with like a black hole, you know, like sometimes when you do a smoky eye, you end up with like these little tiny white dots in a surrounding black hole. So I do like that. I feel like that kind of helps us, the consumer, not to make a huge mess out of our makeup. So that's a plus. And like I said, it went on easy as far as, I'm thinking. I'm not even really sure what I'm trying to say. This is what I'll say. I would give this palette like an 85% out of 100. And that's just because you have to be careful with the shimmers. And you're going to get some fallout with the darker shades. But it is easy to use in the sense that it doesn't pack such a pigment that you're like, oh my gosh, there's no saving this look because there's just too much going on. I've had experiences with that. So everybody says, I want pigment in my eyeshadows, but then it's really hard to go in with a light hand when that is the case. This made it easy to do a softer look or a more intense look. I probably went kind of in the middle, but I do like this. If I was going somewhere to like a glamorous evening, like to Cinderella's ball or something, this would be a nice glamorous look. So does this feel like Huda? Like I told you before, like she is fabulous. Does this feel like her and something she would use and do? Absolutely. And I like being glam. So that's good for me too. I enjoy, you know, more shimmery, shiny, beautiful eye makeup looks, whereas other people might just want something very subtle. So this was all over the place. I realize it, but I really like the look. I think it turned out beautifully, and you can't go wrong when you're talking spend 12 minutes. I was just looking at my minutes. $12 for this. This is nice to have on hand for 12 bucks, considering it is a high-end beauty brand, and you're getting 9 eyeshadows. The pans are not extremely small. For 12 bucks. So yeah, I'd say pick it up. If you see it at that price point, pick it up. Would I pay 40 bucks for this? Absolutely not. So we'll give it an 85%. That's how I feel about it. I'm sorry that review was a little confusing at the end. My final thoughts were kind of all over the place about it. You know, I couldn't say A+, 100%, this is fantastic, but I also didn't want to say anything negative about it because I was able to achieve what I believe to be a really beautiful look with it. So, and something different and more out of the box than what I normally do. So that's all I'm going to say about that. That was intense. So sorry. But please come back the next time I post a video, because I'm either going to do, and at some point I'm going to do both of these videos, one side of my face the way I did my makeup as little as 2 years ago, and the other side of my face the way I do it now, and just a comparison, kind of like the glow up that has been my makeup journey, because I've learned so much in the last couple years, so I want to share that with you. And then also, I have a product from a brand I've not reviewed on this channel before, 2 products, so one of those videos will be coming next. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.